Hi Omnibus Collectors, this is Riley. This week I'm going to be starting a new segment that we're going to call the Omnibus of the Week. So every week what I'm going to do is pick one book from my shelves to talk about a little bit in depth. I'm going to tell you, why it's a great book, why you should get it, and why I love it. This week I'm starting the segment with Captain America by Ed Brubaker, Omnibus Volume 1. Now this is the first omnibus that I've ever bought. Several years ago. Cover price is $75. I believe at the time I got it for around $40. As far as I've heard, it's a bit more difficult to come by now. This book collects the first 25 issues plus a couple of one-shots from Ed Brubaker's seminal run on Captain America. Included in here is the Winter Soldier storyline, as well as the Red Scare storyline, and the Civil War tie-in issues that culminate in Captain America's death. Now this book is timely right now because in a few months we're going to see the release of the Captain America Winter Soldier movie hitting theaters, which is based directly on Ed Brubaker's storyline of the same name. Brubaker has read the script for that, and he said that it is by far the best of the Marvel Cinematic Universe films. And if he's going to say that, then I have to trust him. And from the footage that we've seen so far in the trailer, it looks amazing. Now, if you are a fan of Captain America, then chances are you've read this one. If you're not, then chances are you need to read this because this is what's going to make you a fan of the character. Ed Brubaker's writing is spot on. He writes Captain America as a spy, an espionage soldier. He puts him right in the front line of this secret war that's going on between him and the Red Skull. You have all the big characters, Red Skull, like I said, you get Arnim Zola in there. You have all Captain America's, Steve Rogers supporting cast members. You get Sharon Carter and Nick Fury, other members of S.H.I.E.L.D. You get Falcon in there, and then of course you get Bucky Barnes coming in, returning from the dead as the Winter Soldier. On the artwork for this book, for the most part, it's going to be Steve Epting. Steve Epting just works really well with Ed Brubaker. They've done a lot of work together, but this, I believe, is by far the best that they've collaborated on. Now, one of the reasons I love omnibus collections like this is because the oversized pages really make that artwork pop. It's closer to the size of page that the artists work on originally, so it really allows you to see the pictures a lot better, a lot more clear than in the single issues. The make of the volume is also fantastic. It's got a really nice dust jacket here, a great cover image. The spine is fantastic. It's going to look great on your shelf. You have a standard backing for the Omnibus collections that has a cover roll across. Underneath the dust jacket, it's the standard old style of Omnibus for Marvel. It's this, blue hardback. We got the embossed logo. The spine has the embossed logo as well. Nothing on the back. Its binding is superb. Just as always with Marvel, they do a stitched or a sewn binding with there's some glue in there to keep everything in the ribbon together. It's it stays open no matter what page you open it on. You can pull it open from the front cover. It's not going to swing shut. Back cover, it's not going to swing shut. I know I've had this for a while, but even if it was the first day that I had opened this book, it would stay open. And that's an awful problem that happens with a lot of other, namely DC omnibus collections, and that's because of the glued binding that they have. Now this is, it's not labeled as Volume 1, but this is the first of, so far, 3 omnibus collections from Ed Brubaker's extensive run on Captain America. This one, like I said, collects issues 1 through 25. Now, next they released the Death of Captain America Omnibus, which collects, I believe, 18 issues where Cap has died, as I mentioned, and as everyone knows because it was a huge headliner in the news when it happened, where Bucky Barnes takes the mantle of Captain America. And then there's the Captain America Lives Omnibus, which obviously is where Captain America lives. and Steve Rogers comes back from the dead, as happens in comics. Now, Marvel, since this third omnibus of Brubaker's run has come out, they've not released a fourth or subsequently a fifth omnibus volume for Brubaker's run. I'm really annoyed by that with Marvel, and I am hoping that they will get out those final two books of Brubaker's run at some point in the not too distant future, because of all the omnibus collections and omnibus runs that they have out. I believe that Brubaker's series is one that really deserves to be completed, and having his entire run across a series of 4 or 5, big hardback volumes would be really great. So the Captain America by Ed Brubaker omnibus is in my opinion, must-have collection for any omnibus collection. If you own it, then you know how great it is. If you don't, then honestly, you really need to go find it. I think it's a little harder to get now than it used to be. If you can find it in store, if you can find it for about cover price or less than, I really recommend picking it up because it's a great volume. Now, like I said, I'm going to be doing one of these videos every week. I'm going to be taking requests from viewers as to what you want me to talk about next week and in following weeks. So below, I'm going to leave a link to my previous video in which I go through my omnibus collection, and if there's anything on there that you'd like me to talk about, that you'd like to know more about, I'd be happy to make a video in one of these coming weeks to talk about that volume. So if you like this video, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please follow me at theomnibuscollector.tumblr.com, where I do most of my talking about books, what I want to see happen in Omnibuy, what I'm reading now and what's coming out, what's just being announced. And, come back, watch my videos. Please hit subscribe, and y'all have a great day.